I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. To see all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe Word with Jason Rouse.
Check.
You do a whole intro, or do you like everybody else? They just start talking, and the other person says, "Are we started, man?"
Hey, this is Jason Rouse, and welcome to the Safe Word podcast. My guest on the show today, Jason Gillearn, is in the Rouse house and on his way in.
Learning a lot about you already. It's amazing. My kids call me, and I'm high on a podcast.
I'm quiet.
So what we were just fucking saying is, I was going to tell you.
Are you stoned?
Yeah, I'm stoned as shit. I was stoned driving here, and I was stoned driving here, dude, and like, I was just listening to, like, I love Sirius XM, so I fucking love it, man. And I'm like, so I listened to First Wave, which is like early alternative 80s fucking
Mitch Hedberg.
No, not comedy, like rock and roll. So I love that.
Great.
And then Lithium is like all grunge, which I fucking love. And now they have like this hair metal shit, Ozzy's Boneyard or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's all the shit that I listened to when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13.
Iron Maiden.
14. All Maiden, all Ozzy, all that.
Sabbath,
so I'm like, I literally just tweeted like, I'm like 13 again lately. So I love all this shit. But then I kind of fucking like, I'm like, when it died, I was like out of it. Like, so when like,
what, the 90s kind of?
Yeah, exactly.
Early 90s,
exactly.
after grunge.
Exactly. No, before, when grunge hit.
Yeah.
Like, I was into all that fucking shit, Bon Jovi, all of it, all Maiden, loved all of it, right? Rush, all that. And then I saw Rat. I like Skakel loves Rat.
When did your wife get pregnant? What year? I think we're going to find a correlation.
I'm going to tell you my whole life.
Yeah. No. I think, you go fucking around with your friends at rock concerts is not a good thing to come home with the wife.
I saw Rat at 14. So I saw Rat at, like, I was a little Hessian. I loved that shit. But now now for years, I hated it. I hated all of it. Mm-hmm. And now I don't fucking love rap, but now I can listen to Ozzy, listen to, I guess I always loved fucking Maiden, you know what I mean? But now I'm kind of going back to it. It's so weird, but I'm stoned.
You were talking.
I love rock and roll is the point.
Yeah. We talk rock and roll a lot. You were talking about, this is 92 or something like that.
Holy shit.
So
that's
I know what you're talking about.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So, but you're younger than me. You're born in what year?
I was born 71, December 31st.
70 fucking one. Okay, yeah. So I even thought you were younger than that. I'm 70, November 70. So
You're
I'm
70 years old?
I feel it. So I'm only a year older than you, so you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, I lived it.
So I loved Guns N' Roses was like the fucking cut off.
Were you in L.A. during this?
No, but I'll tell you what, I was.
That's where the only place you wanted to be.
I was. Listen, okay. I was in the Bay Area, right?
Oh, great.
So,
really? Metallica, Megadeth,
all that
Slayer,
came from, but all my buddies are crazy Metallica fans. Yes. Crazy, like.
I saw the last Slayer show.
I've been listening to fucking I never got into Slayer. I know
that was the hump. A lot of people rolled it back.
Yes, that was me.
They rolled it back. They're like, I don't want to deal with this fucking Satan shit.
Well, it wasn't even about that. It's like it was just like heavy fucking, maybe too heavy. But you know what I heard recently? Like Slayer was melodic. Like I love a fucking melody, and someone either I heard or someone said
Seasons in the Abyss. Those guitar solos.
Incredible. Yeah. No, dude. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna fucking learn some Slayer records years fucking later.
Good.
So what was I fucking saying? Oh, Guns N' Roses.
Yes.
So
where were you?
I came down here. My buddy from the Bay Area moved to fucking Southern California, so I went down a few times as a teenager, and I remember I remember being fucking here, and the Appetite for Destruction record was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking, he took me to the OP Pro in Huntington Beach, Hollywood, all over. I just heard that fucking record playing. It was amazing. And at that time, the Cult, who I fucking loved as a teenager. Loved the Cult.
I lived across the street from his sister.
Who? Which one? Ian Astbury?
Ian Astbury's sister lived across. I'm from
in
Hamilton.
LA.
No. He lives in my hometown for a minute and worked in a steel factory.
No fucking way.
And he was on stage in Toronto, and when the Sky Dome, which is the Rogers Centre, the big hockey arena, just opened, the first band, the Cult, with John Bonham's son's band opening for the Cult.
The Jason Bonham Experience.
Even before that, it was Bonham or something like that.
Wow, Bonham, right.
And it was for Sonic Temple. And Ian goes, I used to live in Hamilton and work in that fucking shit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Fuck that town. And I'm like, I'm from Hamilton. What is he being so mean?
Hilarious.
Yeah, I felt his pain. I'm a big Cult fan.
Yeah, well, that's about 80. That's 89, and then Electric was 87. The Cult Love, their first record was 80,
awesome.
85.
All those songs are
85
killer.
was amazing. The Love record's amazing. And then they had Dreamtime before that, and then it was Death Cult, Southern Death Cult. But anyway, so that was when I came down here when fucking Guns N' Roses opened for the Cult. Like, they were opening that show. And then a year fucking later, it took a whole year. Like, everything happened faster in SoCal. It still does, but that fucking record was everywhere. Appetite. It was just like, it all happens fucking here first.
For the whole state of rock and roll across America had a new, Rolling Stone, It
really was amazing.
And I'm not
record.
really a fan. I liked it.
I'm a fan of one record. That first fucking record, the Use Your Illusion records, I dig or whatever, but like November Rain, it's all overblown. I can't do it. But that fucking record, the Appetite record is unbelievable. It's incredible.
Yeah, you can't.
It's about LA at that time, and the songs are fucking amazing.
How the Sunset Strip looked like a whorehouse.
Well, dude, I see.
Earl Skakel tells me. Like,
I love him telling me this story because he was here.
Yeah,
he was fucking here
and sober.
No shit.
That's a crazy thing. He's never had a drug, never had a
he's the only
alcohol,
fucker that remembers it.
And he's in the middle of it. People should be going up to him to
That's so true.
What were we doing? Crowding around his
what was happening. What were we doing? That's hilarious. Yeah. Well, I think they fucking still do that. He just saw Rat. He saw Rat in.
Probably got to play if he stayed long enough, he could play.
Shit. Well, he texted me he showed me a picture from it was actually a good crowd. Like, came out in Newport Beach, but he took me to a sold out at the Whiskey like 2 years ago. It was fun. I was laughing, man. But I'll go see anybody.
It's your high school yearbook.
Well, I saw them in fucking San Jose in 1984. It was the dude's birthday. Who died of AIDS? Robin Crosby. It was his. I just remember being young.
How did he die of AIDS?
I don't know. Call Skakes. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea. I was off the fucking Rat train by then. Yeah. Well, he was fucking too much pussy.
Do you think it was pussy or intravenous pussy?
No. I think I think it was. I was like, he got fucked up on heroin and shit.
Getting taken out by a pussy.
Well, it's probably a mix, a lethal fucking mix.
He's probably shooting heroin, fucking a guy in the bag.
Dude. He was a handsome dude. He fucked. I'm sure he fucked everybody. So I don't know.
Yeah.
You can get confirmation. Skakes probably has the date of his death.
Oh,
and
fingerprints. His first childhood potty.
Yeah. No. I love it. So that was why I texted him. I've been texting him fucking Kiss. I heard Kiss. So I'm listening to this Boneyard shit going like I never got into Kiss too because. I literally liked disco when I was 6 or 7, right? And no, I didn't have an older brother to be like, dude, listen to this. So I missed Kiss completely. Yeah. And now I kind of fucking, not a big fan of them, but what I heard today was pretty, it was off fucking, he goes, that was when they were in their heyday, I don't know, 77 or whatever.
Yeah, I remember in the late 70s seeing the posters and being mesmerized. And going, what?
Yeah.
This is a band?
Yeah.
What the fuck do they? What don't they do?
Yeah.
He's gonna love I was like,
you're hooked.
Fuck no. I was like, no. No.
Well, I was out. I'm not. I was like, they just became a joke after a while. But everyone loves fucking Kiss. Any hard fucking rocker loves Kiss, and I get it. It's like it's all 70s.
Some of my favorite extreme music, like metal bands and black metal band, they're huge Kiss fans. And they're playing the most aggressive. Like, fucking Kiss is the best.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Your music is like a wood chipper full of kittens.
It's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, no, I guess they own that fucking era. But what I heard today, that Love Gun, whatever, it was 77. It was great. That was fucking great. But, whatever, man. I've done stand-up in front. You probably, too. What's his name comes out to the store.
Gene.
Yeah, he's cool. He's sober, too, right?
His whole family, they have a very strict policy, no drugs and booze at all in the band. Which is, I guess now you have a business.
Yeah.
Instead of a band.
Yeah. Well, no, he's got 1,000 fucking businesses.
Yeah. That's what I mean, though. Like, the having a contractual thing with your bandmates specifying no drugs and alcohol in this band.
Well, you can only do that probably if you're fucking him or Paul. Like, if you start out together, you'd be like, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, it's their shit, but.
Well, isn't that what happened with Peter Criss? Didn't he have an alcohol problem or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I heard he was actually a bad fucking boozer.
To be in Kiss and you're the only guy fucking hammered after the show. What is going on? If everyone's sober backstage, you can only fuck so many people.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, what
and
are
you're
you
Peter
doing?
Criss.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I love rock and roll, and that whole dynamic of being in a fucking band, I've always wondered about, but I've heard it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Everyone says
that's
it's
why
a
I got
fucking
into
nightmare.
comedy. When I first moved to Vancouver, I was on the fence between music and comedy, and then I started spending time with a lot of different, bands in Vancouver, and I was like, fuck, this is a lot of work. This is a lot of work, not only yourself, but to rely on these other people.
Personalities.
And still trying, some of these people, they got girlfriends. They have to come home with some money and a living or something. Yeah. Like, that's how many months are you going to get out of that?
Yeah. No, it's amazing to me that bands do stay together that long and fucking then they hit, and then they hate each other, and then it's fucking whatever, and then they get back. But I'm stoned. What was the fuck I was just going to tell you?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. No, I was thinking about.
What was the last concert you went to? Was it Rat with Earl?
It was either that. No, who did I see? I saw the Breeders a few months ago, which was killer. Which was
Kim Deal.
Yeah, which is like. I never had that big record, or their first record, which I went back and listened to before I saw them. Mm-hmm. And they're fucking great, man.
Good,
like
straight up rock and roll band.
Fucking great. Like those chicks are for real. And like there was more smack. Fucking, I think both of them were smacked out, or the one, or Kim was. Yeah, they were all.
The Kim Deal 2000 or something was her ever.
No, she was fucked up on heroin, but she sounded fucking amazing. Like they sounded great. So I go see shows whenever I fucking can. Yeah. Who did I just see at the Bowl? I'm just so fucked up all the time when I go see shows. You should
come to a black metal show with me.
Take me. Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Well, I'll find out. I'm back in town like January, so there'll be a lot of Scandinavian. Where the fuck do they play? Wiltern.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah,
holy shit!
They do.
Right. These huge fans.
These guys, like, there's bands. Bill, I was at Meshuggah show, a band from Sweden, and Bill Burr was backstage.
Oh, it's hilarious.
The next day,
cool.
he did a whole rant about it because he's a drummer, and my friend Thomas plays drums for Meshuggah. And
so he likes all that fucking.
He's one of the best, if not the best, metal drummer in the world.
Holy shit! And they're from where?
From Sweden.
From Sweden. Holy shit!
Sweden cranks out some of the best. Fucking shit. Sweden, Norway, Denmark.
Do comics? I haven't ever heard of a comedian loving black metal or death metal like that, like you do. Are there any other besides you and Bill Burr?
There's a few, probably some kids on the fringes of it. It's just Metallica was the first show I saw. Justice for All. Queensryche opened for them in Hamilton, and This is 88. And, as soon as we found out Metallica was coming to Hamilton, nothing was ever the same in that school again. We slept in the minus 30 outside of the Coliseum.
Incredible.
The kids were ripping out fireboxes and building bonfires. The fire department kept coming and hosing down all our shit, and we just built more fires. Where everyone was freezing.
What do you mean the whole school? Like there was a lot of fucking people, like a lot of fans.
Oh yeah. We were skids, That's what we called the Hesher type characters. Skids.
Oh, I love that.
You're a fucking skid, buddy.
I love that.
Yeah, and being a skid and having to take a city bus from one end of the city through 3 Catholic school districts to see all these hot young Catholic girls in kilts to go to an all-boys vocational school. It was like the worst. It was the worst. And you were this fucking shit kid on a bus through, and all these European pricks with their fucking asshole cunt girlfriends, and they just scowl at you, you skid. It was great.
Like the skids, that's great. Is that was a local term? Is that a Canadian term?
That's a Canadian term, but more so, you're from Hamilton. You're fucking skid.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah. You got to figure, okay, it's about...
I got to look at a map.
500,000. It's between Toronto and Niagara Falls is the best point of reference I could give you. 500,000, Steel Town, fucking 71 to 93, a nightmare.
That sounds like old England, fucking like
Glasgow.
Steel Town.
Yeah, it's like Glasgow,
crazy.
very much like Glasgow.
That's crazy.
And that whole train spotting era of that film is very much how Hamilton was.
Holy shit!
It wasn't really the heroin so much as probably just crack and booze.
Holy shit!
It was insane. You saw Fury Road. Think of that.
I don't know
that Mad Max movie. Have you seen Mad Max?
No, yeah. I think the first one years and years ago.
Okay, it's like that with no talent. Just the set.
That's hilarious. That probably informs your fucking love of all fucking things dark and shit. It has to, because look at like fucking Sabbath and all that.
Eye of the tornado.
Yeah, like that just is too real,
And then when I kind of curved a little bit of that when I started to do comedy and find out the mechanics of the business and things. And then once I went to Europe and started to do these music festivals, which I just did. I just did a festival with Guns N' Roses and Ozzy.
That's incredible.
Manson, 5 weeks ago.
That's incredible.
5 weeks ago.
Are you walking by those dudes backstage and shit? You're the comedy, they don't fucking...
No, we were those at that level. Those guys are on lockdown. Their buses. They're not at catering. Asking you if you want cheesecake. These guys are eating cocaine out of a girl's asshole and giving me the finger.
But so
out
are
the
you.
Window. Yeah.
How come you figure you get together?
Yeah, but she's taking a shit while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Mud goggles. Yeah, so that allowed the taboos that North America had were different than what the taboos of. They were more frowned upon, like drugs and violence, where America loves drugs and violence. Oh, that was
your artificial intelligence agreed.
The police camera that I've got rigged up here has been shooting your nuts up to your shorts for about an hour and a half.
No, that I definitely thought God, Rouse could have a murder podcast. He brings people over, he kills them.
Do a full right at the door. I pull a bucket of pig's blood right in the face, and then pull a wedding dress down over top of it,
and then you start chatting.
Malachi.
Can you please explain? You said the mechanics of comedy, a business. Can you explain those to me? Because I still don't know. But you know something I don't.
You live in a different thing too, like
dimension, bro.
You're a Comedy Store regular. And
but I've been so for years and years. Like I worked
over
there.
10 years.
I worked there, man. I think
you're hilarious, by the way.
Back at you. You're one of the funniest comics. Fucking.
Oh, great! Thank you. I'm walking around at a school dance looking for somebody that has a Slayer
hilarious.
shirt on,
That's
and
hilarious.
then you're on stage.
I feel the same.
Short bus. I don't want to spoil anything because your album's out on iTunes today.
Yes. Well, no, it's not. It's not on iTunes. That's why I'm asking about the mechanics. I called Trip, and I was like, "How do I do this, man?" Because I have one CD, and then you get it on a thing, and they put it on iTunes. So I was like, Tripoli goes, "Try to sell it yourself first, and then go put it on iTunes or whatever." So I just put it on my website.
Shop it around, but can people download it from your website?
Yeah. And I just learned all this shit, man. And it's like a few people have bought a few already.
Yeah,
so I was thinking to myself,
on iTunes. It has to be on iTunes.
I know, I got to get on iTunes. But I was just thinking, I was like, I told my kid, I'm like, I sold another one. I sold like 5, right?
Yeah.
In a day, which is peanuts.
It's 150.
But listen, as I said, it's $15 times five, whatever. But then I thought to myself, I said to Shay, I'm like, do you know that some comics are making $100,000 a show? And I'm like going, it's just insane. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean?
Hey, Russell Peters, he gets $1 million a show.
It's insane.
That's the pinnacle of.
It's insane. The whole thing is insane.
We've worked down from that.
Way fucking
from the
down.
middle down.
Yeah. So, but it's a kind of a PC thing. I just don't think nobody gives a fuck anymore. I don't give a fuck about the shit what people are into. So I don't understand any of the universe right now. Like I said, I'm 48.
Yeah.
I don't get it. So I just, you're the same way you do your art and whatever. But dude, you have me screaming, fucking laughing, watching you stand up, bombing or killing, whatever. That's a great comic, bomb or kill. You're so funny. So like laughing out loud, and that's very tough for me to do. So instantly, like you're one of my all-time favorites. Instantly, it's like a band with one record or 2 records. They can be my favorite band forever from one fucking record.
Sure,
it's got to be Magic, or of course, you know what I mean.
You get it. You get it.
I get some shit, and I don't get a lot of shit, bro. You know what I mean?
But that's not. Were you gonna get into mumble rap in your 50s? It's like no.
But you know what? Actually, some of that shit I heard. I don't know any of it, but my kids listen to. Like, at least I was like, "What the fuck is this? This new rap?" It sounds different than the rap that I remember, which is cool.
So your rap had words.
Yeah. But
lyricist.
The thing was, it's interesting. You know how all kind of, we were talking about grunge sounds the same a little bit? Like all that shit sounds the same. So that's kind of, I don't know if they're ripping each other off or that just, happens organically or whatever. It's like, now it all sounds the same. It's like that. It's fucking strange,
I think the flip of that is, some people that would look at heavy metal sounding all the same.
Right.
Like you haven't got into mumble rap enough to know what the fuck you're talking about.
And it's not going to happen.
No,
but
even if you studied in a university with high level mumble rappers as professors, at the bottom of it you'd go, fuck this.
Yeah.
So you're being left
people,
behind on that train.
But I'll tell you what I did hear or whatever, I'm like, I kind of like it even better than some of the other shit that I heard growing up, whatever. It was kind of like more artistic. And that dude died, that XX Tension, I don't know how to fucking say his name, but whatever. And I saw an interview with him, and I was really sad, man, because this kid was like a fucking artist. Like, I think he was like 18. I don't know how he got shot and killed. But he was I don't know his fucking music, but I could tell he was a fucking artist. And I listened to some of his songs. My kid had me listen to a few of the songs. It's got a hook to it or whatever. But it wasn't even the music. It was listening to him talk. Like, he had a fucking rough life. Crazy rough life. Pretty much raised himself as a teenager. And had this fucking artistic bent.
Yeah.
And created this fucking music that a billion people love, or millions love. And then he gets fucking killed. He gets smoked. It's just fucking crazy.
I think,
don't
hang out with shitty crews. Like Eminem is cemented.
Yeah, I never even
hip hop history is
I never had but I respect his writing and whatever. I bypass all that shit too. But he's a talented fucking dude, right? I mean, a brilliant fucking.
When you start making movies about your life, playing yourself, because you haven't lived long enough to have an actor.
If this is not already a classic Rouse bit, you got to make it one. But yeah, it's like everyone kind of like. You just got to fucking maintain your artistic integrity somewhat, I think.
Yeah.
But it's hard. Like. This whole thing, dude, right now is so fucking weird.
Wow.
In society.
Let me ask you.
Yeah, I'm just tripping out being as old as I am. It's just weird.
No, you totally. But you being at the store, you've got to. There's so many people coming there from all over the world, especially in the last 5-6 years. So, what have you noticed as far as the arc of this whole thing?
Here's what I've noticed. I'm oblivious, so I don't notice much of anything. But what I have noticed is, and here's the question I have about comedy, and this can go to housing and stocks. Now that's how high I am right now. Mm-hmm. So follow me on this. Like, there's a boom in comedy right now.
Yeah,
and it's for me looking at like charts and graphs. Being the half-assed stoned economist that I am. Yep. Like everything goes up. And everything fucking comes down.
Yeah.
And that's what I've seen. That's what I believe in. That's what I've known to have happen. Seen happen. That you've seen happen in comedy alone. Like shit goes up and down. Who knows? Everything says it should go to shit now.
No.
Okay, so I don't know. Like that's what I'm saying.
I'm hoping to live long enough because of this the climate that we're in right now with sensitivities.
People need.
And their feelings and things like that. That's going to burn out because it serves no purpose other than selfish acknowledgement and people jockeying for positions around real crimes and things to get some public notice.
I hope you're right. I fucking hope you're right. And if you're right, you're kind of saying what I'm saying, because that would mean the pendulum swings fucking back.
Yeah.
But I don't know, dude. I don't know. It just seems to be getting crazier and fucking crazier. Comics can't fucking do jokes now?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's fucking, that's scary nuts,
I just saw, who's the black lady that is on SNL? And then she had some photos released.
Leslie Jones?
Yeah, she was on. I guess she's on a talk show, a guest, or on a panel, The View or whatever. And she was talking about comedians apologizing. It came in through an Instagram thing, but it was a 6-7 second thing of her like, "Fucking let us be funny."
I love it.
Right,
I love it.
Just like, and she's
I love it.
In a flailing fit, and her coast, and they're kind of like, I
love it. I love it.
It's stop.
But here's what has to happen. You cannot apologize. The fuck thing is, all the corporations need to do is to be like, you know what, you're not fired. Go on a 2-week fucking leave and come back. You know, like on Fox, there's a dude. Waters, he has a show. He did this racist segment with Asians. It was blatantly racist.
On a news segment?
Yeah. Like it was like a few minute segment. It was just like, just doing stupid shit. It was racist, and anyone else would have canned him, but Fox didn't can him. And I kind of respect them doing that. Because everything fucking blows over, so you just have to maintain your cool till it does and not fucking cave. And he should have been probably fucking canned. But it's like, so if everyone would just fucking not be nuts, not get caught up in the fucking moment and let shit blow over. I don't know, man. What is that?
It's
this is Gino's?
I think it's
I'll take a hit of this.
Marijuana. That's good. You smoke pot.
I don't know, man.
Remember we did that marijuana dispensary with those lethargic stoners?
I remember seeing you. I remember seeing you in the front row with some hot crazy bitch that like had a fucking tattoos.
I was laughing about this today.
I love it
because you're like, hey man, how's that hot chick you were hanging out with?
No, there's been several.
She was like, she fucked me over, and you're like, yeah, fuck that cunt.
Did I say that?
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
You agreed?
Yeah, thank you.
No, but
I made me laugh. I was laughing about it today.
That's hilarious. Well, I've seen you with Plenty of pussy. Like a lot of different women. Like, who else?
Where?
You?
This is over the course of 10 years.
Yes, over the course of 10 years.
Maybe three different girls.
At least 3. You and, you know who is also, Court, Mike Young. I see these guys every time I look, I start cracking up because I will walk by them and they're talking to some other, I'm like, I have to leave to crack up because I don't want these girls to be pissed off. Like, these dudes just like different women all the time. You got a wife
and kids.
I love it. No, I fucking love it. That's why I recognize it, or like it sticks in my fucking brain.
How old were you when you were married?
I was 26, and now it's 20 years in August.
I thought I'd build my own home the time I was. Well, my grandfather had built his first home when he was in his early 20s, and as a child, I was like, I guess this is kind of. You get into a place in your life where you can act. There's no home building.
Yeah.
There's no.
Hey,
there's
dude,
no
I
family
admire people who know who they are, what they fucking want, and live like that. The mistake that people make, a huge mistake, number one, is getting in a relationship with a wrong fucking person.
Yeah.
No matter if you're broke, a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
It can cause pain.
End you.
Huh?
It will end you.
It'll end you. Or it'll fucking put you back a decade with a hole in your stomach and a hole in your head or whatever. So people fucking make that mistake. And now I'm stoned because you gave me that extra hit.
How did you, like, because you've been married for a number of years.
Okay. I've been married 20 years. My wife is a fucking rad woman. Funny as shit.
Yeah.
Great mother.
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah.
No headshots. No nothing.
Yeah.
Just great mother.
A solid human being.
So it had to be that. And I'm not saying one with headshots is bad. I just couldn't be married to a show business. Like it's not what I wanted.
No.
And some people can or whatever.
And you're around it enough anyway. And you're not even in you're in the middle of the entertainment industry.
I'm not. I'm on the.
But you are. Like you are. I see you. I see you fucking 6 times a week.
But I'm really not. I'm doing stand-up.
I understand
that. But stand-up in Hollywood is very on the outer edge, the periphery of show business. It's about
There's
writers
a kid in Regina,
and actors.
Canada right now going, perimeters? I don't exist.
Yeah.
You can stand in this comedy
when he gets here, and he'll probably move here, he'll feel the same fucking way. But the weather's better. That's why people move here.
Yeah.
There's hotter chicks, so you hang out. You know what I mean? But the town, it's all bullshit. It's all fluff.
Bullshit.
It's all fluff.
This place is insane. I have friends, because this has been the most influx of Canadians in the stand-up comedy scene. I've been here I just got my green card renewed. So
you're a good American. All right, cool.
10 years.
Oh, brilliant. I love
10
it.
10 more years.
I love it.
I can technically apply for citizenship. I could have done that maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
You should become an American. You're a fucking American now, buddy.
I'm going to
That's great.
see how the next few years go. But to get a green card, I don't know if you know.
It's a pain in the ass, right?
It is 5 years of turmoil on a what if.
Holy shit! Could you have got
right
it
easier?
Right at the very
end, they could have fucking clanged.
Wow!
And go get the fuck out of here!
Wow!
Thank you for your $15,000 and your 4 years of paperwork.
And do they do that?
They could.
They
could.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't even think about it. Yeah, that's crazy.
I got caught at the. Dude, I was so lucky. The guy had the lawyer. I think he was a comedy fan in general, and at the worst part is the last meeting. So is in Montreal. The finalization for the whole thing. It's 3-part meeting. I spend the whole day there. It's a government U.S. government building. And it's it's Montreal in the winter. It's fucking cold and it's snowing and it is French. It's fucking apocalyptic. And I've been arrested. I've been arrested in the early 90s. There's a Queen Victoria's birthday is a long weekend. And
how can you not get arrested? Come on, bro. They should give you one free one.
I know, right? But it came up in my meeting. It was from like 91, And the guy was flipping. He had paperwork like this deep: chest X-rays, fingerprints, press kit, letters.
Oh, wow.
And I've never seen my file in its entirety because I've been chipping away at it. And he's flipping through, and he's asking me questions, checking shit. And I'm just like, piss is running down my leg. I'm like, I'm so at the fence here. And he goes, have you ever been arrested? I'm like, well, no. I got turned back at the border, blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
I had an ex-girlfriend call U.S. Customs on me and
wow.
got me turned back over for something.
Wow,
yeah.
wow.
So that's why I moved to England.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I went to England for 5 years.
Is she still alive? Or?
Yeah. There's some other shit I'll tell you.
I'll fucking...
You'll freak. You'll freak.
Damn.
Yeah. And...
Wow.
But right at the they had every fucking pubic hair out of my life in this filing thing. And when he questioned me about something specific, I was like, they know it all.
Wow, that's crazy.
They got everything.
Well, that's what goes back to what we were talking about. A girl or a man or whatever can make your significant other could make your life fucking difficult, even after.
Yeah.
That's vindictive. That's a whole nother level
dude,
of bullshit.
I've been single. You know how many fucking nightmares.
Wow, you lived through. Wow. Okay, well,
dude,
I'm the stoned Dr. Phil.
No, and you know what?
But,
you can go, oh, fucking Gillearn, you got a wife and kids, fuck you. And I'm over there in Fucktown dying out there. Like, because I've been pretty open.
Uh-huh.
And people come in and that are fucking crazy.
Okay, well, then what I was just going to tell you, JR, is now I know nothing, and I am fucked up, but you have to look in the mirror at some point after crazy bitch number, I don't know, 2 or 3, and be like, okay.
Yeah, of course. I think because I was so married to what I was doing.
And the pussy was so hot.
And the pussy's hot. But I was subconsciously setting myself up for I knew it would flop on itself.
Interesting. Wow.
So,
interesting. Well, all I can say is don't get fucking married then.
Yeah.
Because that's then the law and paperwork.
No,
and,
I've been engaged twice, never been married.
Cool.
But I've also created, if you stand in the litter box and try and kiss girls.
That's what you get.
I shit all over myself so no one will touch me.
No, but hey, love supersedes all that shit, dude. It's you get in love, you're in love with a chick, she loves you, and then it's
totally.
I don't know, man.
You get attracted to. You start to, I found myself partitioning things off on people.
Like what? Like give me an example.
Like oh, she doesn't have a really bad coke problem. She's not a full-blown
it's a coke partition.
alcoholic. She just likes to day drink and throw up on herself. Yeah. You start to kind of navigate that because there's long periods of time. Like I've spent so much time in transit. Over the last 10 years.
Everyone is just going to have to learn to put up with something from someone. But if that something is a little too much, me personally, I'm out, dude.
Yeah. I fired people. I fired bitches. And they know argue like to be arguments going.
It's been a lot of fun. We had a good time.
You're fired. I'm fired. I tell them, you're fucking fired.
That's funny.
You just crossed the line. Mm-hmm. You're fired. You're fucked.
Right.
Fuck off.
Do you always blow the chick off, or you've been dumped?
Oh, of course
right?
I have. Of course. Half of the reason I'm in the place that I am in my head is because I've been shit corked, but I've put my chips on the wrong people. Periods of my life. That But who wants to be with somebody who's away?
Alone. You're talking about millions and millions of people. We're talking about divorce. A lot of people fucking half people get together for a marriage or divorce more.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
Of course.
Or it's natural. I don't know. Maybe people grow up and they're like, you know what?
Get married to have children. I think for the children aspect of it, to have that legal, at least that there's some sort of court structure in place to protect the kids.
Right. No, I agree with it. I agree with it. But people do that, and then they're like, fuck this, I'm out of here. Kids are grown. see ya.
Yeah.
You know?
We did our job. We spent our time. It ran its course. We're not burying each other. I gotta go. I still got a fucking heart. I can move my legs. I'm going to Thailand to fuck llamas. Now, here's some money for the kids.
Sounds like you've had this conversation before.
Hey, what guy? Okay. How old were you? You have kids when you're what? 20s, 30s, and then you raise them for 20 years. So you're 50. And you've taken care of yourself. Yeah. And you've fallen out of love. Yeah. What do you do?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
The kids are gone.
You bail out, I guess.
The relationship is death rattled.
Death rattled.
Yeah, it's just that.
There's the name of your next podcast,
stillborn fetus banging against the hardwood floor.
I think that started 10 years before that. Because if you get through there, then you're cool. Then you cruise. Because that's what I want to do. Kids out of the house, go for. I'm already walking. It's like fucking so lame. I'm walking with my wife around the neighborhood. I'm like, I like this. What the fuck is wrong with me? Like, you know what I mean?
Walking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk all the time.
Yeah, I like it. You know
I do
what I mean?
like 10 miles a day.
Oh, it's brilliant. So you smoke two ounces a month and walk 6 miles a day.
Yeah, I live a weird life. I live in a apartment in Hollywood by myself in a strange place.
I love it.
But I've carved up my own thing. This is my bicycle.
That's rad.
I ride a BMX.
Once again, you're not alone. This is how the majority of people fucking live here. That's why I'm tripping out coming here. It's like apartment after apartment after apartment after comic after actress after actor after fucking and then you just see these people walking around. It's crazy.
The homeless people here are getting next level.
Yeah. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
It is what is it, evasive when they attack you?
No, dude. I hate it. I don't like it, and I feel bad for homeless people and shit. And I support everybody and save the whales.
They're rotting on the sidewalks. I can smell the guys when I open this window in the morning. I can smell the guy's balls on the corner by Sunset. You know where La Brea and Sunset is? There's been a guy.
Have you told him that?
Yeah, when we're in bed together in the morning.
He's not about to pop out now, is he? He left.
Hey, Larry. Bring your mud brush. He comes out. He throws a colostomy bag on your chest. No joke though. There's a guy with his pants down to his ankles in a wheelchair with his sweatshirt hanging over his car.
Oh my
with
God.
shit and blood pooled up all under.
Jesus fucking Christ!
He's been there for 3 weeks. 3 weeks at 7-Eleven.
Holy shit!
Gillearn, do me a favor. When you drive away, go Sunset. You got to go left or right.
Yeah, I'll go wherever to see him. Just give me directions.
You know what the 7-Eleven is?
Yeah.
Okay. When you're driving past, he's right there. You'll see him at the driveway part of it. Where
what
the Rouse
a bummer!
is.
You know what? Get him as a guest on your fucking podcast because that guy. I mean, you have to wear a gas mask.
People be throwing up out the windows.
Well, I interview him from afar because there's a dude with a story. He's probably mentally ill. So here's my point. It's horrific right now in LA. It's a horrible fucking LA has a horrible homeless problem as it does, but. I don't like. That's why I like going to Orange County for my kids' water polo. I don't like to fucking
brings you down.
It sounds harsh, but it's like I like, I don't know. Just get me the fuck out of here. I give people money and I give them waters and shit.
You have a family to take care of.
No, but still, it's in the valley. We live in a fucking nice place in the fucking valley, and it's not as bad as here.
Your armpit looks like Rosie O'Donnell's asshole.
Both of them? Which one?
The one she pisses out
of. Well, you know a lot about this bitch. You know a lot about Rosie O'Donnell.
Who doesn't?
But it's like here's what bothers me too. Like
he's a lesbian. You know that.
He's a lesbian. But dude, it's like, and you'll notice this might piss you off too. Like I drive off the fucking, and they're trying to clean it up where off the off ramp.
Downtown's next level. Though.
No, I that's why I fucking hate downtown. It's zombie land. It's like what the fuck's
scary.
going on? Yeah, it's crazy. But it's like these dudes are on drugs, and it's like I get off the intersection. And there's a fucking young kid who's 21, 22, 23, handsome kid going, hey, man. Yeah. It's like, get the fuck out of here. He's get off meth and get your shit together.
Yeah, you're too young.
You're too young.
Especially the lion. Yeah. You're right in the lion's den. that street level shit.
You're going to turn into fucking your buddy on the corner. It smells like fucking Rosie Bell's asshole. Okay, but it's like, I'm not giving you fucking my money, dude. It's like, you got to be kidding me. It's like, I don't know.
You're
man.
a white kid in America.
Yeah.
This is the avenue?
1,000%. And it's like all those kids on these are kind of meth addicts that live on the side of the freeway.
Ones.
But these kids over here, they're teenagers, and it's like, go home, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's sad. I don't know. I don't mean to sound harsh because people have it fucking rough.
Yeah.
But it's like, you don't have to live like this.
No, I think it's pretty split into probably drug addiction, mental illness, and just outright laziness.
Bad family, all of it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Everybody has a fucking bad family.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You going to fucking blow guys to get a muddy mustache from homeless guys' cocks?
Yeah. No thanks.
Or you know what?
Get a job.
Get your
crash
shit
on a buddy's
straight.
apartment.
Yeah. Start comedy.
I really can't name start comedy.
There's plenty of room. We're all making a killing here.
Yeah. Well, dude, I can't talk too much about this, but my wife's.
Oh, let me pause for a second.
Cool.
And we'll come right back.
Cool. Fired.
Hey, this is Jason Rouse, and we're back. You know a guy got fired at Netflix?
For what?
For during a meeting about language and kind of moral subjects that they had to address, and the guy, I guess, had thrown out a word or a phrase and got fired from the meeting, from the company.
You got to be kidding me.
No, I'm baked.
You what?
I had a whole thing, and then it just kind of went to shit out.
Well,
that's Gino, LA Speedweed, everybody. Gino,
I love it. He gets the credit for that.
Gino smokes the whole time.
He does. He stays baked like
Have
you.
you seen? I
really like that dude.
Have you seen his the bullet belt of joints?
No. Oh, I love that. That's
He's
hilarious.
got a
Like
bullet
Batman.
board.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. No, he
gonna-
just hands me one. I love it.
Anyway,
That's cool.
Gino's been very good to a lot of the comics.
No, it's very. It's what's a cooler thing to be able to do than to be able to walk up to somebody like, here's fucking 2-3 joints. You know, that's a cool thing to do. You know who did that?
That changes the whole party.
It really does.
Everyone
It's
starts
cool.
to loosen up. It brings in whenever in the circle. It's a very social thing.
It really is. Pete,
campfire.
Do you know Pete?
Yes.
PDC. I love fucking Pete. And the first
I thought
time,
he was Korean.
Really? Right.
He's so
just
high.
stoned. Yeah. But I remember the first time he just hit it and he gave me the joint.
Hey man.
I love him, man. So that's why we became friends or whatever. But it's such a cool thing to do. He had weed or whatever. So it's like,
he always smokes us up.
Yeah, it's fucking great. It's cool.
For a non-comic, he's hooked up all of us.
Yeah. Oh, he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, he's smart enough not to do stand-up, and he's funny as shit.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
But, I don't know, dude.
We're talking about the climate of stand-up comedy. What the next step is. It's anybody's game now. You know, it's the Wild West out there as far as TV, Carson. That's gone. There's none of that.
But here's what I don't like about that. Like, for me personally.
You like the made man shit.
Yeah, I need easy, bro. Yeah. I need easy.
You want to be a made man. When Carson called you the couch.
Yeah.
You got $100,000 that year.
Yes, that's
in the 70s, you put 100. No, way more. If you get what do you think the average comedian made following a Carson appearance?
I have no idea, but
millionaires.
All I know is, like, it used to be if you could they give you a few $100,000. Are you fucking kidding? And it went nowhere. If you feel this comics, they had like 2 or 3 of those. That's like hitting the fucking lottery to me.
Yeah.
And that'd be brilliant. Like one big hit. Hedberg got like $500,000 or something. Did Montreal, got $500,000, and they just fucking said, see ya.
Yeah, well,
which is great.
A
which
lot
is
of
a fucking
comics,
beautiful thing. They don't do that anymore.
There was that whole home improvement sitcom.
Yeah, that's kind of before my
that was gone. I showed up with those ideas. Get a showcase set together. So that's a little autobiographical. About
that
yourself.
Too.
Yeah, something about yourself. What your parents, blah, blah, blah. They wanted to do another Roseanne, or they had these kind of templates that they were using as the cash in their chips. If you could fit in within that, sitcom format, that is the best that you could do.
Yeah.
So when people were getting development deals, and the comedians were total fuck ups
Yeah.
in some cases, or just had no real interest in doing any of that. Just happened to be good enough comedians to have somebody from the industry want to put them in a TV show or film. But I think as digital media started to pick up momentum and people find other places to get entertainment, those deals started to dry up.
Yeah, and I mean, I just, you just gotta...
you got like a $500,000 or something like that. But that's a road. What are you going to do with $500,000?
What are you going to do with $500,000?
What are you going to do with $500,000?
You're going to buy a fucking house, and you're going to chill.
Okay, how much is a house?
Back then?
No. If you got $500,000 development deal from Nickelodeon.
Okay. It's in between Rouse and me. They're really fucking scraping. Jason Rouse, Jason Gillearn, the last two for Nickelodeon. Play what?
We play junkyard cats who've got ringworm all over their pussies and cunts.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like even saying pussy. Like, I just laugh because you'll appreciate this. Like, I don't know who it was. I'm not on Instagram. I have an Instagram, but I have like 5 pictures of my kids or whatever because I do Twitter.
Yeah,
Facebook.
That's
I don't
more
do.
your racket is the written.
Yeah.
You like the written.
But it works for me like a joke. I write jokes on Twitter, but I like it because it's all there. I don't have time to fucking do all that. It would drive me crazy.
Yeah.
So my buddy said that. I think that Brenton must put my CD up on Instagram for the Comedy Store, which is so fucking cool, which I didn't even know because my buddy
I saw it today. That's
texted me on Instagram, and he said somebody made a comment. And then this is the buddy I moved here with when we moved here in 95. He said there was a comment. Yeah. He said there was a comment on Instagram talking about your new album, and they said, "Is he going to say pussy?" and he laughed. He's my buddy from fucking 19 or whatever. So but it's like you have to be able to fucking say what you want to fucking say doing stand up, and let everybody else go crazy and everybody else whatever, and you just do your shit. You know what I mean?
People get upset. It's fun to watch people get agitated.
Yeah. Well, you know what's so fucking weird, bro? It's
crazy.
Like, and this has happened to you probably 1,000 times too. Like, sometimes I'll be on stage, some people are laughing, some people are cracking up, and some people are just looking at you like you're a fucking from another planet.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like young people. So they're like, they've never heard the shit that I'm saying for the first time, like they're hearing it. I'm like, too.
They think there's going to be a juggler.
Yeah,
they think someone's going to.
I shouldn't have to be or maybe you should. Maybe that's why comics
breaking
need to.
Bad news to them. Right?
Yeah. This is life. Life is not all fucking rosy. Like.
Yeah.
But some people like look at you. Even older people, they're looking at you like
you're broken.
I don't know what it is. I think they are. It's like you have no sense of humor at all. How the fuck are you supposed to tell me what's not funny? When you have no sense of humor.
It could be a first day out of their Mormon shit.
Oh, that's fascinating. It's fascinating to me.
It could be. It could be.
Yes. All the more reason why they need to hear fucking Jason Rouse.
Totally.
You know what I mean? For real. If no one else is going to fucking tell you these,
Anybody who wants to leave any kind of religious organization, they can come to my workshop and I'll teach them. I do a 13-hour waterboard seminar called "You're going to get shit under your nails. Bite down on this."
Hey, man, they need it. They fucking need it. Because,
people need to kick it up. Well, there was some really wild shit going on before, but now it's kind of dissipated.
I don't know anymore, man.
Brian Holtzman.
Yeah, a genius.
How refreshing is, I'm glad that is there.
He's like a monument at this point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you know what? You know what could happen to fucking Brian? And this could literally happen to him.
Shot?
No, well, shot or whatever. Worse. Here's worse. Having someone audio tape or videotape him at the store saying some fucking shady shit either that would be considered
out of context.
Yeah, 1,000%. That's the point.
Yeah,
1,000% out of context. You're not in the room. You're not in the room of the comedy fucking whatever. You're watching a video of somebody, like someone reading a tweet from somebody 10 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
That's like their point of view. It's like totally taken out, not out of context and out of a decade and out of fuck you. So, and then that goes on TMZ or whatever and racist comic, whatever. And then it's like,
do you want to hear something?
It's insane. It's insane.
This is going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
Now,
and it could happen, bro.
Dude, there's a French-Canadian comedian, Mike Ward. He put out a television.
This happened to him.
This is happening. This is ongoing right now.
Oh, wow.
So he put out a stand-up special in French, maybe about 10 years ago. And in the stand-up special, there was a bit around...
I'm getting angry already.
Yeah.
Fucking.
There was a disabled kid who made the press and met the Pope and all these things, and he
wrote a hilarious bit about this kid.
About this kid.
Wow.
So this TV special that was 7 years old at the time, they decided to call a lawyer, and they've got him for over $150,000.
What do you mean? I don't get it.
They sued him for his feelings. There's no freedom of speech in Canada. His feelings were hurt. They cleaned him out. He's
you gotta be kidding me.
No, there's no freedom of speech.
Did I hear about this or read about this? Is this famous?
I brought him down to do Tripoli's thing one time, but yeah, it was in the news. It was probably maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
That's
but it was
horrific.
a thing. It was a big deal. Yeah. So
where'd he get $150,000?
He was very popular French Canadian comedian.
He hurt someone's feelings and had to pay $150,000. Basically,
the mother sued him for damages to the family's feelings.
Was the bit funny at least?
Yeah, I think from what it was explained to me, and I think more Mike Ward had mentioned it was he should apologize or something for outliving the duration. Like if you get to meet the Pope, you got to die.
That's the yeah. That's
right?
funny. That's funny. It's just a unique take on a joke. I'm sorry that happened to him, dude, and that's fucked up. And
isn't that brutal?
That's beyond brutal. So, but you have freedom of speech in this country. But if you get fired or quit, or you're fired from a director's job, you're losing more than $150,000. You're losing millions. You're losing your livelihood for life, type of shit.
Yeah,
and it's as bad. It's like
Luckily, he was successful enough to have some sort of bumper there, but
insane. It's insane.
Owned the club and all. It's
insane.
Fucking put the screws on him.
It's insane.
That was a total shakedown.
Insane, dude. When Daniel Tosh said rape or whatever, and then that's cool that blew over and. They're making too much fucking money to fire him. They shouldn't have been fired, of course.
Was he fired?
No, he wasn't. But they could have. But
deep.
Maybe they're in too deep. But maybe even now, shit has changed so much. Even in the last fucking 6 months or a year, the craziness.
Yeah.
Maybe he does that today or something.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. That's how nuts shit is, dude.
And it's a simple rug pulled out from underneath you. These guys, all of a sudden, the career-ending. Situations, Roseanne.
Yeah. I mean, that's a dumbass thing to say, man. Yeah. I mean, I feel bad for her when she came out and said that she wasn't being racist at all.
Sure.
I'll take anybody for what they say. If they fucking say that, how can I say no,
Plus, I
which
think
is
it would have
fucked
came out a little sooner now than that Roseanne would be a racist. Like, it would have circulated in some sort of... Well, she was on a tear a few years there. She probably would have had some interaction in that context. So
it's fucked up.
It's unlikely.
Luckily, though, she's a fucking probably a multimillionaire, right? Got to be. So that sucks because... I guess it doesn't have to do with money because you still have to deal with that fallout, which sucks.
Yeah.
But if you're just getting started or whatever, you have a career now and then it ends, you're fucked.
Yeah.
At least you have some fucking money.
Yeah, she had at least a bumper of a career in front of her to absorb some of that shit.
It's going to be
people yelling shit at you from the cars, and you become a recluse because
crazy.
I used to see Kramer around. I used to see Kramer. I used to see Michael Richards.
Oh, that guy must have been destroyed. I mean,
at the Improv one night, and then over.
Really, he's out at the fucking Improv. And shit.
No.
Oh, before.
Not now. He's done,
dude. Listen, that whole thing.
He's done.
That whole thing. That whole thing is like. It always is like shocking video at 11. Like. I've never been. I'm not shocked by anything.
You grew up in the Comedy Store. You grew
That's
up with
true,
animals.
but everything is shocking and it's not. Like everyone has seen everything because of video, but that was shocking to me. Like that was racist, ugly, like, go away, dude.
Yeah.
It's like you're not. I feel bad for him only because I'm compassionate towards him that he lost his mind.
Yeah.
Beyond his career. Like, but I just hate seeing that visually as a human being.
There was no
like,
comedy in it.
Not funny at all. It was just
no comedy in it.
It was the other thing of it.
It was like a cornered animal.
Yes,
it was with a stick.
Horrific. I don't know if people have probably seen that. Everyone's seen it.
I was around. That's around the year I moved here.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah, I was like,
what?
Came from England, London,
Yeah.
England. 5 years in England. I'm hiding out while my paperwork's getting done for my green card because I was not going to do another year in Canada. By 2001, I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here. I'd done a TV special, and everything was just over.
And that was your welcome to America. You're going.
And then I show up here, and people were fucking throwing N-bombs at comedy shows.
Yeah.
The city's on fire, and then it doesn't rain for 7 years.
yeah.
There's a helicopter over my house twice a day.
Yeah, crazy.
Twice a day.
Yeah. What year is that now? What year is that? Around?
Well, when I moved here?
Yeah.
10 years ago, so what year are we in now? 2018?
I know, 2000. Dude, to me, it's all a blur. Like, I've been here since 95, so I admire people that go, yeah, I was here, and then I was there, because you have a point of reference. Even before I moved here, I was like San Francisco, Arizona.
Weekends don't mean anything. You have a job and at least some sort of
yes, but maybe that's why. It's just like one straight line.
It's
I can't remember
mark in your life.
Yeah, I can't remember like even 10 years ago what the fuck was going on. It's bad. It's not good. You know, my whole family motto is like, nothing happens for a reason. It's just like this. You know,
you got your shit together.
I don't know what that's called. I don't think that's shit together. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's like just like
you've never had the
I need to mix it up a bit.
bail money together. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's true.
That's
so far, but I'm pretty stoned right now, and I've had one fucking nitro DBA. So who knows?
You a beer drinker? You look
I
like
love
scotch and whiskey.
I love drinking beer. I love drinking a good fucking pint. I love like a microbrewery. I love to take a hit of a joint or a couple hits of a joint and have a strong pint or two, and then I'm looped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I love to drink. I love a rad brewery, for sure.
Well, have you been to Canada? You know, there's alcohol in our beer in Canada.
Incredible. Yeah, it's a party, right? Like, I
think you would love Vancouver.
Okay, good. No, I've been told that by a million people, and I need to go to Vancouver. Yeah. People are eating mushrooms, and people are fucking partying.
It's cool. It's a little
incredible.
while. They got a bit of a heroin problem downtown.
Really,
Vancouver.
right now, yeah.
Oh, since the 70s.
But is it safe? It's safe?
Cool. With me, you're fine. You're fine. That's.
I'm fine with you in hell, bro. I'm fucking.
There's a few places in various cities around the world.
A little shady.
That are shady, but my friends are shadier.
There's your travel show. Shady parts of the world with fucking JR.
Shady.
You take people.
I opened the show with a knife in my neck. Going, we're in Colombia.
We're cool though.
Looking for raisins.
I'd watch that, bro. Come on.
And it's like Spinal Tap. Everybody's got the same herpes sore. All the crew, everybody around it. Have you seen a movie called Man Bites Dog?
No, but I've heard about that. Man Bites. No, I've heard about it. I don't watch anything. I'm fucking retarded, bro.
What do you do with your time?
I listen to music. And I like to be on the internet looking at like fucking YouTube shit, or I'll watch a documentary. But like, I don't know what's on TV. I don't watch shows.
Yeah.
I don't know. My wife and kids will go in the room and they'll watch movies. I can't do it, or watch shows.
I barely watch Netflix and stuff. It's hard for me to sit.
Exactly.
Like
that's it's ADD or whatever the fuck it is. But I do what I will watch. I'll watch sports. I watch soccer. Yeah. And I love a good documentary. If it's something that's rad, and I'll sit down and I'll fucking watch that.
What was a documentary that just blew your mind? Especially at marijuana and a comfortable couch.
I love history trips me out. So I'll watch like fucking World War I, World War II. I'm really interested in all that shit.
Go to England.
Crazy. Well, my parents are from Ireland, and my dad.
That's what I was going to say. You remind me of Irish.
A fucking Mick. Well, yeah.
Is your father Irish?
My parents are from Dublin. So
my grandmother's from Cork.
Oh, you're fucking Irish too. Yeah, Rouse, super Rouse. And by the way, Sean Rouse just died. Another Rouse and Irish. So bummed about that.
Yeah,
that's just fucked up, man. And it's like.
Yeah,
I don't know what you say about it.
I lived in the same building, coincidentally, as Sean Rouse in Echo Park.
Crazy.
We ran to each other's street, and I'm like, "Where do you live?" And he goes, "Here." And I go, "I live downstairs."
You guys would have been fucking dangerous together. You probably partied together. Yeah, because I love having.
I would trade him blow for Percocets, like painkillers and stuff. This is years ago. I lived in a storefront window that had a little theater. I was trying to turn it into this makeshift comedy show in Echo Park, and Sean lived upstairs, and he'd come down all fucking he had some bad
dude. That
stuff.
guy had. I mean, you talk about a fucking me too, man. He's a really funny, fucking cool guy, and he had a really, really fucking rough go.
Yeah,
the childhood bullshit or whatever shit that we went through, and then.
Yeah, his
body, condition. What
body.
The fuck?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
He
and
was
then
seizing up his body. I think it was that kind of Mick Mars from Motley Crue had a similar. Your joints all fused together. He had titanium. He had new knees and hips and this. Yeah,
and a fucking booze problem. And booze killed him. Booze are poison to Rouse. And and my best friend growing up, high school, college, best friend is dead. So. Rouse, when we met Rouse, when I partied with Rouse a bunch of times, he reminded me of Grant.
Yeah.
And I knew that I saw the end of that.
Yeah.
Like blackout,
it was
drunk.
Haunting. Yeah, it was haunting.
Every time blackout, now he's dead. So it just leads to it. And Grant was just like Sean, like bruises on his face all the time, getting like blacked out, fucked up, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You have to get sober completely, or you're gonna die.
You're such a prisoner of your body that you're just looking for any avenue to.
That too, whatever it is. I mean, but you have alcoholics. Yes, but you have alcoholics that can fucking move just fine. Yeah. So it's alcoholism is basically what it is. You know what I mean? And the Irish fucking have it. And my fucking, a lot of my uncle fucking is a boozer, Mm-hmm. Well, what the fuck was I saying? Oh.
We're talking about where you like to drink beer, Canada, Vancouver, hippies,
I'm going.
Vancouver's a fun place. When are you at the store again? How do people, do you post your,
Irishcomic.com. Irishcomic.com is my website. And then Twitter, at Jason Gillearn on Twitter. So that's the fucking, something I can control.
Yeah.
Something I can fucking do. But anyway, were you rapping? But I like World War I, dude.
Yeah.
It's like my grandfather was in World War I. So for anyone our age,
Can
Americans.
you imagine what that was like?
I mean,
he was a teenager, right?
He must have been, or like early 20s, whatever. So.
Can you imagine?
That's hell. I don't know if people know, but like the World War I is you're in hell, and then you die, or you're in hell and you come back and you're crazy, or that whole lost generation, you come back and you're just fucked up.
Second World War medical treatment, which is looking now from our perspective, may as well be fucking Game of Thrones. Bone saw, tourniquet.
Yeah.
I hope this injection works with this thing, and you're nothing's.
Well, dude, that war, all those generation of those World War II Americans, is probably the same for the Canadians, were like George Bush's dad, senior. Yeah. Like he didn't talk about anything. All those dudes went away off the farm, saw all that horrific shit on Iwo Jima, fucking all that fighting, came back, and then got married, had kids, but didn't talk about any of that shit. They were fucked up.
Yeah.
Like they would just scream in the middle of the night and shit.
Can you imagine ever having a slideshow of that just in the morning while you eat breakfast? You don't even have to relive it. You just get a slideshow of pictures of what this guy is dealing with. Because you never, the horror that I imagine, and I have a very good imagination, times a million.
Yeah. To me, World War I was that. If you're in the trenches,
your buddy's getting cut.
You're next to him. You're watching it happen. You're watching it happen.
Fucking head blows off and lands in your lap.
And you're starving.
Yeah.
And you're in mud. And you have
Sir,
to.
Can I go home? I twisted my ankle.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
As a buddy, he shoots you in the.
Yeah.
Plus all the kids that are executing themselves because they're just like, there's no way out. This is I'm here to die.
Hell.
Yeah. I have
so my grandfather was in that. He was a POW.
Yeah.
I never met him. So my dad.
You ever see photos and.
I've seen one photo of him.
It's crazy, right?
Because I mean, I don't. The whole thing is fucking nuts to me. It's like a bad movie. All war is a bad movie to me. That was real. Like Hitler. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
So if we don't go to that, if we don't evolve to that, World War III, then everything is cool. As crazy as all the bullshit we're talking about, who gives a fuck?
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
I know.
Right.
We like we were saying, we're relatively close to the same age.
Yeah.
You've got to look at.
We're the same fucking age. We're 1 year apart. We're the same age.
Humanity over the last. We've never had to be in a war.
No, completely.
What a crazy. My grandmother would eat large sandwiches because she grew up during the Depression.
Yeah.
Insane. A habit.
Yeah, and people need to fucking remember that shit. It's just the social media and all this video just is fucking everybody up. The less you know, the better. Pretty much.
It's a decadent time of gross behavior.
But what's next, dude? What's next? What is the next?
That's
5
why
years?
we're all a little on edge. Is not only the marijuana, but like. We're in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You're seeing a very exaggerated version of life in various forms, and it's unnerving.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's why I don't live here and I don't want to live here. Like the shit that you're talking about your buddy on the corner. Yeah, I don't want to see that fucker every day. That's why I wasn't being like mean to him.
You smell him before you see him. It reeks. There's blood and piss. And he's got nacho cheese all over his cock.
Yeah.
From the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, no thanks.
He hasn't moved. His legs look like beef jerky wrapped around broom handles.
Yeah, thanks.
And
give me Orange County crazy Christian as a name for that.
Is pouring out over the seat down the wheels.
No.
And blood.
But it's like anything else. You get used to fucking see. I mean, I lived in Hollywood for fucking
I don't walk
years.
around things very often.
Yeah.
If I see unsavory characters or it's potential. But this guy's stench is brutal. I have to consciously make a note the cross because if I get caught up in I have to step over his blood and piss.
That's horrific.
A river of blood and piss running
and nothing.
off.
And he's going to die out there, right? He's going to die out there. Is that what's going to happen? Right? I mean, what happens? I didn't want to crack you up with that. He's probably fucking dead right now. I'm going to call you on the way home.
Your buddy. You with your arm around him.
I called that one.
The neck.
Yeah. Dude, I have I'm a fucking half-ass Buddhist. I have compassion for everybody. I want everybody to be in love. I want everybody to be happy. It's sad, dude. It's sad, But what the fuck are you gonna do?
Condom or no condom?
Yeah. Ask him. Whose choice? He's going to ask me or I'm going to ask him?
You can't believe how bad this guy smells. His guts are melting out under his ass. It's like Ebola in a wig.
Wait, is this one of your new bits? Because it's starting to sound like a classic JR. Well, you should be then. He's still alive.
Full of maggots.
He's still alive.
Maggots.
He's still alive. And then Cornell does himself. And then the other fucking guy, the other dude fucking from Lincoln Park kills himself. I was bummed out over that. Dude, I remember being...
Who killed himself today?
No
Zombie
way.
Man.
No, who?
Zombie Man?
Who's that?
Do you know that guy? He was made famous in music videos. He's all tattooed up like a zombie skeleton.
No, that sucks.
Montreal dude. I think there's a suicide thing underneath.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, a lot of people are killing themselves. It's crazy. Have you had any buddies that X'd them?
Yes. In fact, the dude I lived with,
few years?
I moved in L.A. I moved here with my buddy who I told you about who said that Instagram shit. He was getting hookers with the rent money. He couldn't pay the fucking rent. He was getting hookers. I'm like, dude, I can't do this. And then I met a fucking dude at the store on the open mic. We were at the open mic. He's like, yeah, I have money. He was an older dude then. He's like, I have money, I'm like, well, let's get a place because I'm like, my roommate is fucking literally getting prostitutes. He can't afford the fucking rent.
Yeah, fuck.
And I bounced with him, John Harris. a legend, hilarious comic, and then two of my buddies from the Bay Area would come down. We'd all party. They would go get hookers in Tijuana. They started doing a lot of blow and shit. and then he's kept doing fucking blow, and he was already in the nut house. He was in the fucking crazy house back in.
Oh, he kept doing coke?
Yeah,
and
then he was supposed to meet us in the fucking Bay Area one weekend. We called him. His phone kept ringing. We were sketched out. I get a call. I shouldn't even fucking, maybe you can bleep out his fucking name if you can.
Don't say his name.
I already did. That's how fucked up I am. But no, you don't want to edit. Fuck it. He's fine. Rest in peace. Don't edit shit. And I loved him. And then I got a call, and I won't even go into the call, but he was asking me, do I know maybe foul play or whatever? And then the guy, I was like, you're not telling me something. He goes, yeah, he passed away. He killed himself. And dude, I was numb for 2 fucking weeks. I haven't had a lot of death in my family. Yeah. Or known a lot of death. It's all going to start coming now with aunts and uncles and shit. Sure. Parents and all that. But that fucked me up because I loved that dude. And it was weird, man. Fucking really weird. I was even more tripped out about that than other fucking people, even my buddy Grant.
It's a weird.
Yeah. I was in like the best way I can describe it is like a cloud, kind of like of a few weeks.
Yeah, well, you're trying to make all the adjustments.
Yeah.
In your head of filing away the memories and the where that person is not in your life anymore. Yeah. It's a weird thing.
It was really weird, man, and I don't know, but suicide's a fucked up thing, and like Cornell, I was just listening to I love Soundgarden. Yeah. And I
live right over by Chris Cornell's graveyard. I'd walk through the cemetery when Hollywood Forever. They're putting up a big bronze statue
of him.
Yeah.
So rad. Yeah. So rad. But like all that shit, he was a dark, for real dark dude. Yeah. And you wouldn't think about it. Think of that. But his lyrics from way back were like, bro, this is the real me. And he fucking and he did it, and it sucks. Yeah. Even do you know the track, the Temple of the Dog track?
Hunger Strike?
No, the I'm stoned. Times of Trouble.
They did a tour.
Oh yeah, and I fucking
I missed it
before Del Rey went.
Yeah,
I'm so fucking pissed I didn't go to that. So
that's crazy, right?
That song, dude. Do you know that song?
Which one?
It's called Times of Trouble. Is amazing. Uh-huh. It'll fucking kill you because he's talking about his buddy who OD'd. Fucking
Shannon Hoon.
No. The fucking Mother Love Bone. What's his name?
Yeah.
Andrew Wood.
Yeah.
Was a brilliant fucking rock star in his own right. So that was his buddy, right? They're fucking buddies from young kids. He ODs. He writes this song about, it's like, hold on, times of trouble, hang on. And now hearing that after, it's a whole nother level of, and the song is
changes the whole
so
perspective.
Good. Yeah.
It's like when Johnny Cash did Hurt.
What was that about?
9 Inch Nails.
Oh, right.
And then Johnny Cash, now it's Johnny's song. It's like taking on a different. We're baked.
Yeah, for sure. Baked. No, but it's like, if that shit bums me out, all that shit bums me the fuck out, dude. Like, and then the dude from Linkin Park, who all that Linkin Park stuff came a little after the music that we were talking about, but I know that those two dudes are for real. And I know the massive, some of the songs are great songs, like really emotional, fucking great hooks, great songs. And like the effect that band had on a fucking boatload of kids, like millions of kids, like forever. Yeah. So I know how flattened they were when he fucking. It just bums me out. You get to be old.
Especially the kids really take it harder. I know when Kurt Cobain committed suicide. Yeah. I was like,
I was flattened.
Like that haze you're talking about.
Oh man.
I remember walking through the garage of my grandparents' house and seeing that newspaper on the top of the recycling pile. Yep. And going, that's fucked up.
I had the exact same, and you had already known he had died, right? Or is that the first time? Because
no, I did know. It was weeks later.
It happened to me.
It was still
the same thing happened to me.
Can, and I was like, wow,
bro, it happened to me. It happened to me in Berkeley. I was at USF. My buddy was at Berkeley. In Berkeley, I went over to fucking get fucked up with my buddy, huge Nirvana fan, and just we were bummed out, got fucked up, and then I'll never forget, we're in his dorm at the common area of the dorm, so it's like Kurt Loder, MTV News, Kurt Cobain killed himself, committed suicide, and then they play the second track off the record, bum bum bum, whatever the song, and it just hit me like again, and it hit him too. We're like, oh, it's over. Yeah, so bummed. Yeah, dude. As a young
kid, I think his daughter's making music now.
Yeah, oh, that's cool. Yeah, she's an artist. She's an artist. Yeah. I don't know if she's rock and roll, but a girl killed herself. What you're saying, a girl killed herself in Seattle. How sad is that? When he did it, like there was a suicide in Seattle or somewhere.
It's a grim place. It's a grim place.
Sad.
We're going to go to a black metal show where everyone kills himself, and then everyone feels the same. Yeah. What? Maybe.
Is the band good? Or
take you to like a. I think you would probably like.
Dude, I'll go to any rock and roll show.
Fire
and rock out
and ghost heads and all that shit.
I love it.
So over the top.
I love it. I'll start cracking up because that'll be funny.
You'll have a hard time doing that.
Really? Yeah. It's overwhelming. Fucking.
Yeah, you'll be like. Yeah,
I love it.
Fucking kill everybody!
Wow, holy shit! That happens at the Wiltern.
Yeah, sold out.
I'll be at the back of the bar. I'm stoked.
We'll go see Watain or something like that.
Tell me, and I'll fucking tell me when to grab a ticket. I'll go to see that. I'll go to see any fucking rock and roll, man.
Thanks for being on the show.
Wow, how long was that? We were fucking
15 days. My catheter kept slipping out.
Do you edit this? You don't edit this?
No,
shit.
no. I actually take all the laughing parts out, so this sounds like a hate crime.
No, I love it that you don't edit it because and I'm still talking, but I did a podcast. I did 6 of them. Jason Gillearn's divorce. Yeah, and I spent so much fucking time editing it. Yeah. I'm like, this is a job. Yeah, it's like 10 hours of editing, and then it's like you can't do that.
You gotta let it ride.
You let it ride.
Look at Rogan, 3.5 hour podcast.
That's a skill. That's I don't know how people can talk that much. That's a skill.
And if somebody sucks, you're committed.
Well, Rogan is great at speaking, and he loves to talk. Like you can tell he loves that. Yeah. He would do that like off fucking camera, which is it's a skill. So.
You're at the Comedy Store this week?
Yeah. I mean, what are your fans going to fucking, all your death metal fans listening?
They're going to throw a dead animal.
They're going to throw You're a genius. No, thank you very much, JR. I love it. You literally texted me today. Yeah, I said, I love you. I said, you're a genius comic and one of my favorites, and now I'm here stoned talking. So that's how it should be.
Our back and forth is the best. Like, there's so many asshole and cunt pictures. If our families ever found our phones, they'd be horrified. So,
I don't know where you get all this, but you got a good stockpile of asshole shots.
I've got email Boomer Phillips on Facebook, and he'll send you a picture of his asshole.
Is that two O's? You got it. All right,
yeah, Boomer Phillips. That's
how it sounds.
That's whose asshole
I got it. All right. Thank you, JR. You're the king, homie.
You're the best. Go to jasonrouse.com. I've added a bunch of dates. The first show in Denmark, I think, is sold out this week. But there's a bunch of stuff in Canada and Laugh Factory, I think, on the 10th. And then you'll find me panhandling in front of the Comedy Store with a gimp ball. Thanks again for being on the show, and thanks for listening, everybody.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.